Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday? Every Wednesday. I think it's enough, but every Wednesday. DG Skosana. I am a multidisciplinary artist from Pretoria, now based in Johannesburg. I exist within the fashion and media space. I'm a model, creative director, art director. I am an entrepreneur. I have a business, Bad Her Day. I do a couple of stuff. Honestly, I'm just a creative being. Yeah. Birth, to be honest. I think it's inherent, you know what I'm saying? It's always been there, expressed in different ways. I've always had a lot of confusion around how to express my creativity and how to channel, but it's getting better as I grow and I find my feet in the world. So yeah, it's been an ongoing process as I grow. Definitely directing. Directing, guys. Oh my word, I have an eye. It's so natural. Like I was born with eyes, literally. So yeah, I love directing. I love conceptualization. I love bringing together different elements within the art space to create something, you know. So yeah, conceptualization and direction, that is me. My experiences, the people around me, my spiritual practices, 100%, my family, my aspirations, and just being Black. That's actually one of the worst questions anyone could ever ask me. Because I believe that art is flow and flow is art. And in as much as I feel that it's important to have direction, I feel that speaking about my art existing within a timeline is an injustice to myself, because I feel like it's a bit limiting. In 5 years, I'm gonna be bad. That's all you need to know. I'm gonna be so bad and you're gonna be there for it. Directing my own short film about moi. That's been like the best thing for me. Amongst other things like modeling, meeting like different people, reconnecting with different creatives as well. That's been like the highlight outside of like the milestones from a career perspective, yeah. Living in Joburg, it's so crazy. It's been a crazy transition being from Pretoria and now like here and stuff. It's so insane. Like, nah, I didn't see myself living in Joburg realistically, but it's always been something that's been like in my heart. I think at 16, I took my first like sightseeing tour bus, the red bus, and that's when I knew that I'm gonna live here and this is where my art is going to blossom in the beginning stages. I think the main difference between the creative scenes also go back to the differences in the type of people in the two cities. I think Praetorian people, this is going to be biased, but Praetorian people are more communal. They're more, you know, open to like love and sharing and like building together. I think in Joburg, it's a dog eats dog world. Like everyone is just like, you know, it's a very hustle and bustle city. So the creative scene is very much like that. In Pretoria, it's a lot slower, in my opinion. I always say Pretoria breeds great creatives, but it cannot, you know, keep them there. It cannot sustain them. So at some point, Joburg is going to be, you know, there for you to explore as a creative. Yeah. But I still love Pretoria. Hi. Yeah. Trusting the process, as controversial as that might be. I'm at a place right now where I've worked on so many things that are kind of like in a cloud and just waiting to be released. And I feel like when they are going to be released, it's going to be like the floodgates of heaven have opened. It's going to be so crazy. But right now, I just kind of have to go with flow and trust what's unfolding without trying to do too much or overwork myself because I feel as though there's nothing out there for people to consume. But also then again, I don't perceive my art as something to be consumed but experienced. So flow is a very great element of my expression. I would say you have to trust yourself. That's very important. You have to see and feel, embody the value in yourself before anyone else can, especially within the creative scene. People only see you once you see yourself. And that's been also a huge part of my journey because I feel as though once I started seeing myself for who I really am and embracing the different parts of my artistry, that's when people started seeing me for who I am. So I would say it's important to get in tune with self, and embody who you truly are. Like, what is the younger version of you yearning to express that you've been suppressing? Like, what do you dream of? Where do you dream of being? What do you dream of experiencing? I think that's very important, yeah, as a startup creative, because that's what fuels you. Because a lot of things are going to go wrong. People are going to say no to collabs. Like, you're going to try and organize, guys, get a one, hey, you're going to try and organize stuff. Like, and it's not always going to be seamless, but I think you find your feet as you go, and you find the right people the more you find yourself and be who you are. I don't want to say I wish I got advice because I believe everyone's journey is specific to them. I would say that I do wish I don't regret anything, but if I did know that I need to trust my process, I think that would have been a lot better. I think we hear trust the process a lot, but we don't really know and understand what it could mean in real time playing out. So you get frustrated with yourself, with people, but everyone is just on their own journey. And, I think there should be room for that, in the space. Because I would say, firstly, understand why you want to do it. That's very important with any kind of endeavor. I think identifying why you want to put intention into something is very important. So for me, modeling is a stepping stone into being behind the scenes. That's where my heart is creatively. And I think once I identified why I wanted to do modeling, everything became a lot clearer in terms of direction. So from that point of identifying why you want to become a model and what kind of modeling you want to do, because there are various forms, pick something that resonates with you and your story and the story that you want to tell. I think that's always very important as a model. Like, what are you actually trying to do? How are you trying to help other artists tell their story, with your body and your being? I would definitely say another thing is go outside. People need to see you look good, put effort and intention into how you look, how you present yourself is very important, decorum, be demure, be cutie, I'm kidding, but be yourself when you're outside, but step outside so that people can get familiar with your face and your being, your energy, yeah. I hope that's great advice. I am so proud of you. You stayed forever young. You've accomplished so much. You're a star. You're Dineo, bruh. Crazy. It's so crazy. I love you and keep creating. Well, I have a short film coming up. Yeah. I don't know when this is going to be released, so it might have already dropped by the time you see this. But it's basically a different way to let people know who I am and what I'm about. It's like an ad / docu / fashion film as well. Very short, very cut to the point, straightforward, perfect, right? But I would say that it's very important to be an intentional artist in whichever medium of art you exist in. Intentionality is definitely defined by you, your story, and definitely where you aspire to be. Allow yourself to go through the different fluctuations of what art is and what creativity actually means. Yeah. Don't ever think timelines are important when it comes to art. Timelines are not important. Your art is.